Okay. I just went live.
Okay. Maybe put it on your TV and see what it looks like.
Oh, whoops. What did I just do? No, come on. Hello. Hi. That's got to remote.
Okay.
What happened?
Hello. Hi. Okay, I see you. Wow, it's a lot better now, Drew. It's perfect.
Is it?
Yeah, you're like TV now. Okay, I see. Drew, you're like TV.
Am I? Money,
Yeah,
baby.
you're-
Money.
you're
Money.
super quick.
Okay.
You watching yours on TV, Steve?
Yeah, I see it on TV. Yeah, okay. I'm not lagging.
No, you're not lagging at all. It was the bit rate in the frames per second.
Yeah.
So that's cool. It's
Well, that
working good
worked.
now.
Yeah. And you're not too bad. You're a little fuzzy.
Yeah.
Let me turn off the TV
Fred, are
set.
you still streaming? Can you pause it just for a minute so I can do this test? Huh? She's still streaming, Drew.
That's okay. Don't make her mad, dude. She's going to strangle you in your sleep.
Stop your video! How the hell am I going to upload anything when you're taking the bandwidth, Fred? You don't know what to tell me. I need fiber optic line.
Oh, well, we have 3 people watching. Is it is all right? If you're watching,
I'm in the sticks.
Huh?
I'm in the sticks with no bandwidth.
Oh, I thought you said we have 6. I was about ready to get excited. If you're watching the stream, can you let me know how we look? Not really. I don't want to know how I look.
You want to know
how the stream looks.
It's a million times better.
It is? Is it like watchable now?
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm not seeing, so let's see if we, hi.
It's a million times better it was on your end, because I can see you're like crystal clear, and then I'm blurry, but that's okay. That's to be expected. I'm in the woods.
Yeah, but when
as long as you can hear me, I'm okay with that.
Right, but now that we know if you go get faster bandwidth,
works perfect.
Right, for tomorrow, when we actually do this and get 4 people watching us.
Yeah.
Right. So all 4 people can sit down and enjoy us.
Right, exactly.
Tell Nurse Calls that we're on. See if she can log in.
I don't know if she's working or what.
No, she's not working. Because she just sent me a text. What are you guys doing?
Okay, I did. So, let's start this over real quick now that we're good. So,
are you sure we're good? I don't think we're good.
Very, very expensive. So the cost of living is expensive. So RVs are going to be more well known. 4 more million people are going to be hitting the streets this year. It's a proven fact.
Yeah.
That's the numbers. I mean, the numbers don't lie.
No,
so I think RVing is going to be huge this year, and tiny home communities are sprouting up everywhere like tomatoes.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, you were full time. And you stopped going full time, and you moved into a tiny home, a smart tiny home,
a big tiny home. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, but and then you cut down all your forests.
Yeah, tree killer. That's what I'm called on YouTube. They call me the tree killer. I mean, I'm just trying to get rid of the mold in the backyard.
Dude, we're a huge. We have 3 people. I can see us going very far. We're going to take off, dude.
Drew gets excited when people hit the video, so get him excited, guys.
Dude, I'm excited when I have 3 people watching me. I mean, really? It's amazing. I got 3 people. Thank you. Man, we had 9, but we pissed them off.
Yeah, we pissed the 9 off. So
they left.
It was too slow.
But we do apologize to the 9 people that were on the stream and putting up with us that we were lagging and having a problem. We apologize for that. We took some medicine, and I think we're better.
The medicine's kicking in now.
It is.
On my end.
I feel lightheaded.
It just kicked in.
Right.
Look, here's the deal. California is very cheap to live there, right?
Yeah, it's wicked cheap. So basically, Bill Gates and some other people can live here, and the rest of us, we're all in shanties. No, California
is like $1,500 a month for an RV pad and a parking lot with stripes.
Right, and power.
That's not bad. What's the average power bill there?
What are we paying? Like 12 cents a kilowatt hour? 15 cents a kilowatt hour?
I think it's like 22, isn't it?
No, I don't think it's that high. But they shut our power off if the wind blows really hard because our power poles fall down and burn down towns. And then the power company claims bankruptcy and nobody can get their house fixed.
So you have earthquakes, mudslides, fires. You're on fire all the time. California is a fire state.
We are. And now we're having epic floods. The next is going to be locust.
Locust taking
when they come over. Yeah, you know. Well, I mean, what are you going to do? But we're supposed to have a lot of sunshine. No.
Well, Florida was called the Sunshine State.
Right. That's why every old person and their brother moved there.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the price went up.
And then the price. Right, exactly.
Oh, there's Heather.
Oh, hey, Heather. I have no idea what we're doing.
We're just experimenting.
We're experimenting. That didn't come out right. How much is the rent? Nurse calls is asking, how much is the rent in the RV park? Well, if like for us, when we pull into a state park on a weekend, if we don't have hookups and it's what everybody calls dry camping, it's $30 to $35 a night, which is not bad. And some of it's beachfront. I have a lot of reviews on my channel for that. If you pull in where there's partial hookups to full hookups, it can range anywhere from I think Silver Strand is $65 a night. Dockweiler is probably about $50 to $65 a night with full hookups, but you're right underneath LAX flight path, so you get some good footage. I can't fly the drone there. I wish.
So Drew's a city slicker with a country heart.
I am.
And I'm a city slicker in the country.
Right, and the reason I have the epic goatee is because I'm hiding all 6 of my chins.
See, Drew will say how it is. He doesn't care.
I'm not PC, everybody, so I don't mean to offend, and I know it's a family channel, and I've kept my channel very family-orientated, but the filter sometimes falls off, and I apologize.
Listen, here's the deal.
But I'm very real.
We're gonna do a thing probably every Saturday night.
Correct.
And it's gonna be
evening, pre-evening.
It's pre-evening. It's gonna be about RVs, about tiny houses. It's gonna be about city slicker versus country guy. And we don't know what the name of it. Maybe city slicker versus country guy, or I don't know.
How about fat versus thin?
Yeah. It'd be good. That'd be a good name.
We'll have a food eating contest. Winner.
I'd probably beat you.
I don't know, man. I'm Italian. We can eat. We can absolutely eat.
One setting, I can eat quite a bit.
Well, so can I. If anybody has a name to call this train wreck of what we're going to try and do and hopefully entertain, and all joking aside, we want to put together some good information and answer questions as much as we can. Ross and Heather have been full-time, and they're just awesome people. If you haven't subscribed, please do so because they're totally worth it, and they're just they're good-hearted people. Ross and I have been, yeah. Well, Heather is. I don't know about you.
But Heather's mean to me all the time.
No, you deserve whatever. Heather's an angel. She puts up with you, Ross. She should hit you in the back of the head. I know, Heather. I stick up for you. And I have a channel going too. It's not that big. Ross and I have been really good friends for how long? A year and a half, something like that. We talk almost every day. And we came to we started talking, and
I
we
think
said,
I've known you for like 3 years, didn't I?
yeah, probably. Well, since we started RVing, because I remember Heather told me she gave me tips when I started to RV. You guys were doing a live chat or something, and I typed in. I said I just bought an RV and we're going to drive down the Silver Strand, and I'm really nervous. And Heather goes, just do the speed limit and obey the street signs.
Is that what she said?
Yeah, on the off ramps, and you'll be just fine.
That's funny.
Yeah, I remember that to this day.
Nurse calls watching us.
Okay, I can't see the live. My phone shut off, so I don't know what the hell the live chat is. But Ross and I want to do this. I've been out RVing every month up and down Southern California now for what, 4 years?
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't really missed a month. That's kind of the rule when I bought it, was that we were going to take the family out once a month. I don't care where it was to. I didn't care if we went to a parking lot, but it's a family thing, and I wanted to bring my family closer together and get my kids out of the house and stop playing with all the electronics and go out once a month and be a papa, at least, or attempt. And that was the deal. So we went out and bought an RRV. It's used. It's a 33-foot Class C Toyota, and I don't recommend buying an RV out of a rental company like I did, but I didn't know any better when I bought my RV. And I can help out with that kind of stuff, fix-its and give you some insiders if you want, or maybe you can help me out. I'm always learning stuff. And Ross and Heather, they were full-time. They're awesome. You guys know them. And Ross wants to share all his information. So Ross and I figured that, and Heather, we could get together every, Saturday evening, pre-evening, if you want to call it. And you guys can tune in and ask questions and talk to some celebrities. Them, not me.
Plus,
I just add some roundness to everything.
Yeah, we don't have the bandwidth here, so Drew's helping us out with the bandwidth in California. They're kind of like a step ahead of us in the country. We're still in banjos over here, and he's got the real fiber. He's got the cable modem over there. We don't have all that stuff here. We're just not advanced. But we do have Facebook down the street sucking all the bandwidth down.
Well, you know what you guys do have? You have 2 tin cans and a wire.
That's true. I don't understand. My sister said the same thing. My sister said, Ross, this doesn't make any sense. The biggest company in the world sitting right next to you.
Yeah, I know.
Lenore has Googled the Googleplex or Google, and then Facebook's a couple miles from me. And I'm basically almost on a dial-up modem DSL.
No, I get it.
This doesn't make any sense.
No, because it's all about this, right? How much of this can they get? That's what they want. But whatever.
Yeah, money.
It is what it is. So how does the stream look? Because this is kind of a test of what is to come. So how do we look? Do we look halfway? Oh, you made me a moderator? That's funny. Does it look like a lagging? Is it working? What's going on?
Does that make you a moderator?
Yeah, I'm already a moderator, which is good because last time you went live, you got invaded by the Brazilians.
I'm trying to make Nurse Calls a moderator so she can help us but I can't figure out how to do it on my phone. I can't do it on my phone, can I? Jeez, I'm coughing like crazy.
Oh, Nurse Calls decided to buy the Chrysler Town and Country minivan and going to set up the back of the minivan with sleeping bed and don't die on me and a porta potty.
Oh,
so sleeping and doing your business.
Well, there's a lot of people doing it in vans now. They go to vans and they just live as van dwellers, and they park a van anywhere. I mean, it's great.
Yeah, there is. And stealth camping is huge. I got a whole street of stealth camping right out my front door.
Yeah, they just park right in. Drew pays $600 a month HOA, and they park right in his parking lot.
But it's stealth camping with a 35-foot RV.
Yeah, they call it stealth.
For 2 months.
Don't go throwing your dog poop at them.
We're stealth camping. Shitter's full.
Shitter's full.
Oh.
I think it's would you ever move out to the woods?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, because I lived in Indiana, Massachusetts. We lived right next to each other in Massachusetts. So I grew up playing in the woods and building forts and doing what, kids do. Come home when the streetlights come on. Don't hang out in the house. Get out of the house. We can't
do that.
I'm
from Massachusetts, and Drew was right up the street from me in Massachusetts. We didn't even know it.
Yeah. About the same time frame, too, I think.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Within a couple of years, yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting when we found that out.
Well, because I said, remember Hurricane Gloria, and he remembered that.
Yeah. The hurricane's coming. So we all sat there and watched the pine trees go back and forth.
You were probably like 6, 17, I was 10 or something like that.
Yeah. All I remember is doing a lot of... I was eating a lot of soft serve ice cream. I think that was my downfall for all of this. And then we played a lot of putt-putt golf.
Putt ball, yeah, there's a lot. You remember Framingham and all that?
Yeah. Holyoke. Yeah. I remember the Rotaries in Massachusetts. Oh, my God. You
Holyoke.
Get in, you can't get out.
Well,
look, kids, Big Ben, the Parliament.
I'm in Springfield, West Springfield, I think it was, or Springfield, Mass.
Yeah.
And I took my driver's license there, and I went on the Rotary, and I stopped right before the Rotary. Almost stopped. And you're not supposed to stop. If you're supposed to merge. And I went to go stop, and there was no cars. And the teacher looked over at me, and I went. I knew I was doing it wrong. She didn't say nothing. She just looked at me when I didn't come to a complete stop. And I was like, man, should I stop here? I was confused. I didn't know. And I just went anyways because I didn't see a stop sign. And I looked, and I went, and she didn't say nothing. But at the end of the test, she failed everybody. She failed like 5 people. And she says, I'm not going to fail all 6. And you're number 6, Ross. I'm not going to fail you because I almost failed you because you almost stopped, but you didn't stop at the Rotary. You almost stopped at that Rotary, but you didn't. Because you're supposed to stop if there's cars, but there was no cars. That's why I almost failed you.
No.
She goes, you did great otherwise, so I'm going to pass you.
Yeah, well, Nurse Call says Drew likes snow and cold weather. He's nuts. No, I'm just large. We don't do good in heat when we're big. We like cold because it doesn't feel cold to the big boys.
The summers don't get hot there, does it?
Yeah, it gets really hot. We have central air here at the beach. We're really lucky. But yeah, lately it's been getting really hot. And of course, when I do family vacations, I don't go down to where it's nice and cool. We'll go up to, I don't know if you can hear the Great Dane. Cleo is like licking. She's hungry. She's licking her bowl.
I'm gonna get something to drink real quick.
Can you hear the Great Dane? Can you hear Cleo? You can check Cleo out on my channel. She's a hoot when she's not having zoomies and running around my house. How does this stream look, everybody? Do you guys, is this something everyone wants to see? Like, I just thought it would be fun, and so did Ross. So we, I don't know, put this together.
Well, we're gonna talk some serious tiny home, and we're gonna talk about how cost of living went up in California and everywhere else. And we're gonna talk. And about RVing, really, and about everything about it. Everything, even down to how much RVs depreciate and resell and everything. We're talking about everything.
Yeah, if you should buy a new RV, an old RV, checklists, how to shop, how the salespeople try and rip you off.
Yep.
Boy, that's
a big one, right?
Yeah, I got some stories on that when we were out RV shopping. Oh my God. So yeah, we really want to help everybody. That's kind of the key. That's always been my key. So I do a lot of RV park reviews up and down the coast. So if you want to know what the park looks like before you actually shell out your hard-earned money and pull into this campsite, I do a review, and you can see what the park looks like before you spend your money to go to that RV park. And nobody pays for me to go to RV parks. I pay for everything out of my own pocket. So my reviews are unbiased. And I've gotten into it with RV parks when they didn't like my review. And I said, hey, look, man, it's on your website, you say one thing, but when you get to the park, it's completely different. So I take a video of it because you can't really lie in a video. And that's right. It. I try and keep it as honest as possible. I don't really care if they don't like me or not. I probably won't ever be able to go back to that RV park. Oh, well.
Nurse Call says, my screen freezes and I have to exit out a black window and into the back of the channel. What?
Are we still freezing up?
I don't know. We'll see what she says. Nurse, keep an eye on it. See what happens. Drinking a little bit of water here.
Well, I'm like, okay, now I'm caught up here.
I don't know.
Well, I'm not live.
That's a cool thumbnail you made, though, huh?
Yeah, I like that. So the thumbnail is live? Oh, is that on your site, or where is that?
That's showing live right on the channel, live, like right now, that tiny home or RV.
Oh, okay, okay. So
well, let's talk about that. What would you buy? A tiny home or an
RV.
Why?
One, it's going to be cheaper than a tiny home because tiny homes can still run over $100,000 easily, or more, right?
Really?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And the other thing too is a tiny home. You're still fixed in one spot, right? So if I want to go see the rest of the country, or if I want to move and chase 70 degrees, I can't do that in a tiny home. Now they do have some tiny homes on wheels, they do, but I don't think the build quality is quite there as an RV. An RV is designed, it's like being in a rolling earthquake down the road. And I don't think tiny homes are there yet.
Well, here's the thing about tiny. Here's the thing that I'm worried about.
That's the dog. My wife and kids are coming home right now. Hey, easy. Hey, easy. Easy, mama. Sorry.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I think that any other viewers are able to type. I think it sounds like Nurse Call's having a browser problem, not the video problem. I don't know what to think. I know that RVs do depreciate a lot. In tiny homes, if they're on a
they'll appreciate
a block or something,
right?
They don't appreciate as much as houses, but they're. I mean, you can almost get a shingle roof, a real shingle roof on a tiny home could last 30 years. On an RV, a rubber roof's not going to last 30 years. The RV itself won't even last 30 years, you know?
Yeah, but what if you go ahead and buy a used RV, low mileage, 20,000, 40,000 miles, you've soaked up somebody else's depreciation when you know what I'm saying?
I think that's the best way to do it.
And then but the only caveat is you need to have it really inspected and by a third party. Don't ever let the dealers inspect the RV and say, yeah, this is good. Don't ever let them do that. You always want to go to a third party.
They're just going to say it's good even if it's not good.
Right, and they'll push you out the door because once you give them your money, that's it. You're done.
Yeah,
even if you have extended warranties, I've noticed because we had an extended warranty issue.
RV doesn't have a lemon law. You own it.
Yeah. Well, California, we have a strong lemon law out here, but
but not on RVs though. Not even in California, I don't think you can. When you buy an RV, you own it. There's no lemon lock. It's not an automobile, right?
Well, part of it is. So I guess I can lemon law the front half of the RV.
It's so difficult. It's so difficult.
Here, you take the front part. I'll keep the house part.
I know.
And we'll put it right here in your parking lot, and we'll call it a tiny home.
That's right. Nurse Call says she. Drew, can you do me a favor? Since you're in front of the computer, I can't get in my YouTube. Can you share? I gotta get my password. Can you share this on my wall?
On your YouTube wall?
My Facebook wall, because there's like 3,000 people.
Yeah, let me do. Hang on.
Right.
We have how many? How many people are watching us?
I don't even know.
8. Hi, all 8 of you. Hey, if we hit 9, I'm gonna get excited.
Yeah, get Drew excited today, guys.
Yeah.
The big thing is tiny homes versus RVs, and I really think an RV has its place, a tiny home has its place. A tiny home you can build yourself, and an RV you can't build yourself, really. So I really think a tiny home, you have to understand, Drew, in the summertime, I've been in RVs. In the wintertime, I've been 4 years, 4 years, sleeping in and out, summer and winter.
Yeah.
And you have to understand that RVs get hot like cars. There's no the rubber roof. It's unbelievable how hot they get. You could get 3 AC units cranking in there and still won't keep up. I mean, I had blankets on the roof. I had reflectors. I had reflectors in the windows, and it was just a holy nightmare. It was when it reaches like 100 degrees out, you're hot.
Oh yeah,
those AC units are.
Well, no, yeah,
I made absolutely nothing.
I made the huge mistake of taking the RV. Now this was fun because we went to Paso Robles. I don't know if anybody out there is a wine drinker. We are, and we went in the summer, and man, I could only get the RV down to what? It was like 110. I got the RV down to about 90 degrees, which is still hot. I mean, how do you sleep in 90-degree weather? That's crazy.
Yeah.
I
can't.
That sucked.
I can't. I mean, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. If you know, if you park under a tree, well, you have the. I don't like to park under trees in an RV because of the windstorm stuff. I've seen too many trees on RVs, and they chop them in half like they're like a can opener.
Right.
So I don't park under trees, but yet you want to park under trees because that's your shade for the summer. So it's like, but then you park under a tree and your RV just gets gunked up full of tree sap for pine needles, and oh man, parking under trees is a nightmare. Your RV just gets trashed.
Yeah, well, we don't really have that problem. We have seagull poop.
You have seagull poop. Yeah, that's the acid in the poop that'll kill your RV too.
Right. So we have flocks of seagulls that bomb us because down here we don't have pine trees. We'd have to go up to the mountains. There's no pine. We have palm trees.
Yeah.
And
I think what's good is they have those things that you can. If you're at your house and you park your RV, they have those.
Did she just hit a wall?
Yeah, like a carport.
No, I'm talking to your tired.
I know. You can hit like a carport.
Mm-hmm.
You park your RV under a carport or something, but they're expensive to get 16-foot high carport,
Absolutely. Well, I park mine out in the storage yard. You know that. And I pay $175 a month just for a concrete or a asphalt parking spot.
Ooh, $175 a month just for a freaking parking spot?
Yep, with a gate and a security camera. And guards. They come by and...
But it's getting beat up by the sun, right?
Yeah, there's no covering. She's just sitting out in the sun, and, I got those tire covers, which we can talk about that.
That'll help.
Yeah. $1,000 worth of new tires. That was fun.
You did get new tires? That's right.
Yeah, I got all six. Six new tires for the rig. Yeah, thank God that's Class C, so it's not as bad. They're truck tires, but they're still they're 10-ply. $1,000.
Does it ride better?
Oh yeah, she rides really good.
Not
uphill.
I know the older. I know we're skipping all around here, but the older tires, they get hard. The rubber gets hard. It doesn't have the flexibility, so that's why it's choppier. It's a harder ride with older tires. Now newer tires get that rubber bounce, which it's a smoother ride, right?
Yeah, it's a smoother ride. But what was happening with us is the tires still look good, but they're the expiration date. There's an expiration date on the tires, and we started noticing some cracking around the outside. And Gamma, my RV, which stands for Gabby, Angela, Maddie, and Andrew. My real name's Andrew. Everybody calls me Drew. Gamma, she started having cracks around instead of having a tire blowout, which we had one separate on the way down to Coronado. I just went out and replaced them. She's 17,000 pounds. I mean, she's a big girl, especially with me in it. Now it's like 20,000 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So I got to bring all the food.
Drew doesn't care. Drew's a comedian.
I don't. Yeah, you're not going to hurt my feelings. You can type whatever you want in there. It's like
it's
not going to hurt my feelings, man. I was in the Marine Corps. I've been yelled at by the best.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mario, for sending the video on Facebook. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Mario.
Thank you, Mario. That was nice. Yeah, I still got the cough nurse calls. I can't get rid of this cough. I'm going to go nuts.
And Heather in the back streaming.
Heather's in the bedroom.
Streaming
video.
If Ross looks a little bit fuzzy, it's because Heather's in the back watching. What's she watching?
Heather, are you streaming video?
You know what she's watching? She's watching Papa Drew's Family RV channel. She's watching reruns of Cleo, huh? You guys are in 30.
She said,
you guys are in 30-degree weather. She's watching my review on the Rincon Parkway.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on the beach making a fire in the rocks. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So I think. What do you think? Do you think overall? What costs more, an RV or a tiny home? I mean, cost wise, RVs are expensive. I mean, they went up in price. They went really up in price.
Yeah, but I mean, we're looking at a fifth wheel eventually, and I can't think of the name of it, but it's like a $60,000 fifth wheel. But then you put another. This is what kills me. I don't know when pickup trucks decided to be the price of a Corvette, but that's nuts. So I mean, you can get a fifth wheel and a dually, a nice dually, probably about 130, 140,000.
Well, you didn't know pickup trucks have gold plate on them now, right?
Yeah, I didn't know they exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
60, 70 grand for a little piece of tin, no problem.
Yeah, exactly. Does this thing come with gold plated seats?
Everybody has that cash laying around. It's no big deal.
But I think tiny homes, you know what can you get a tiny home for? What, 150, 200 grand? Maybe a little bit less.
I don't think so. I've seen them for like anywhere from like 30 grand to like 80, 90, 100.
Yeah, but then you got to buy the land that they go on. That's where the kicker is.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah,
park
with a tiny home.
Right, but what I dig is those the storage containers. You know, the shipping containers that they turn into the homes. Those are really cool. If you do them right, they look really neat.
Well, yeah, you got to insulate those suckers the right way, and a lot of people don't do them right. That's the problem.
Right, we had them in the Marine Corps, so if I were to go live in one, I might have flashbacks.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah, I don't. That would be bad.
So I think, especially living in California.
Yeah, I mean the problem is you can get the tiny homes cheap, right? But then you got to place it somewhere, and that's where I think the RV's got to beat out. Yeah, the RV it might cost a little more. I think maybe even around the same price as a tiny home, but you're on wheels and you can go drive somewhere. I don't like my neighbors. I'm leaving.
Yep.
You know.
And you get a used fifth wheel fairly.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know about buying a used truck. I'm kind of, after buying my RV, my Class C from the rental yard, which I thought the rental yards would actually take care of them because they would put maintenance into them and fix them because they got to keep renting them out to people, right? And if they're breaking down all the time, it's going to cost more money to put that thing back into service, and they got to refund money to people, but that's not the case.
I think they're just hard on the RVs when they rent them, though.
Yeah, well, I haven't found 2 screws in the damn RV that match. So I don't know what the hell they're doing, but there's not 2 screws in my RV that actually match to anything.
Oh,
they just took whatever they could to hold the damn whatever.
How's your awning working? Nothing good?
Yeah, awning's great. That's the only thing that was brand new when we bought it. We hadn't put an awning on it.
Well, that's nice to have a new awning.
Yeah, but we can't
put awning and new tires. That's almost a rebuilt RV right there.
Yeah, right. And I'm just waiting for that engine to go on that tranny, but
it's not the engine won't go; it's the training.
I'm hoping the tranny goes because then I get a new tranny and then I don't have to buy a fifth wheel. It'd be cheaper to buy a tranny than it would be to buy a fifth wheel.
Well, the transmissions don't hold up, and the engines hold up. The trainings don't.
Well, I don't know. My engine doesn't. My workhorse is overheating all the time. That's why I can't go up damn hills.
Yeah, that's got to be something in you had the fluid change and everything?
Yeah, we had the fluid change, and then we had the see, this is where I'm not mechanically inclined. I was in the tanks in the Marine Corps, everybody, but I didn't fix the tanks. I drove and broke the tanks. So I had the fun part of the tanks.
Thermostat was replaced, right?
Huh?
Thermostat was replaced?
No, it was the flywheel, the thing that spins the fan.
Yeah.
I had the clutch. I had that replaced with a heavy duty
flywheel clutch wasn't engaging.
It wasn't working at all. He stuck his hand into the engine and stopped it with his hand.
Oh, okay.
So that's why she was overheating. But she started doing it again. So I'm going to take it back. The mechanic was really good. It lasted for over a year. So I like this guy. So we'll take him back.
It could be the clutch fan again because they could have put an aftermarket cheaper one in, right?
Yeah. I asked him to put a big heavy duty one in. I don't know. We'll find out. But yeah, I mean, my RV's, it's a V8, it's a workhorse, and in California we have some pretty big grades. So we go up the Grapevine. I don't know if have you ever heard of the Grapevine here in California? It's the thing that always closes down when it snows. But we go up the Grapevine about 25 to 30 miles an hour. So if you see me, please don't drive behind me. And please don't get in front of me and slow down because I will hit the train horn. That really pisses me off.
Oh, some of these people drive, man. I drove that semi-truck. Oh, my God. Semi-truck with the RV, the fifth wheel in the back, man, they just... my plans were hit the air horn, jam on the brakes, don't swerve because I'll jackknife. I just go right through my plans were to go right through the car. If I hit the brakes hard enough, you can't swerve because you'll flip the trailer over, you jackknife. But my plans were, if they didn't get out of my way, hit the brakes, and I didn't stop, I'm going right through them. I was planning on going through them, not swerving, going right through them.
Yeah, that's kind of I'm 17,000 pounds, and if you come in front of me and I'm doing, I usually drive 50, 55 miles an hour, but if you come in front of me and hit the brakes, there's no way. You're going to meet the front of my RV in the back of your seat. We'll have it'll be a new kind of car.
You can stop, but you can't stop on a dime.
I can't stop like that, no. Mario says you probably have a sinus headache and it's getting ready to rain.
Oh, it never stops raining here. I'm used to it.
And Mario also says, I feel stuck in a house and RV moving from Michigan winter to South Carolina. Give me a feeling of freedom from 5 months of hell. Now back to Michigan. Yeah, well, I understand. And that's the other thing, too. So, I think people that have tiny houses, that's cool. I dig it, man. I get the whole 9 yards of that. That's awesome. But I also think that if you're going to go full-time in an RV, and you could probably back me up on this, that it's good to have a base camp somewhere. So when you get...
I think so.
Yeah, you can only go for so long, and then you need to come back and recharge the batteries.
Well, you know what the biggest thing my problem was? Is two big things. These are huge. One is if you get sick in an RV, it's harder because if you're the male, well, I can't say male, female, but usually the males empty the tanks and stuff.
That's not true.
It, right?
No, my wife, black tank champion woman of the year, she'll go out and not a problem. But I can't tell her how to do something, and I have funny stories about that.
If there's like a clog or something, valve's not working, something major wrong, if you're laying in bed with a broken leg, that could be an issue.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
You'd have to call someone.
Well, I'll tell you a funny story about the black tank and my wife. So I can't tell my wife anything. I can give her hints and suggestions, but she doesn't like it when I, tell her what to do. I get it. So we were at Bolsa Chica. We just did a video at Bolsa Chica in the rain and stuff. It was pretty funny. Good drone footage. We just got a drone. But anyway, we were dumping our black tanks, and she was just a champion. She went and put her gloves on and went around the side of the RV. She put on the Rhino hose, but she didn't clip all the clips into the black tank part. And I'm watching her, but I don't want to say anything because she gets mad if I tell her kind of what to do. So I sat there and watched, and she went and pulled the black handle, and the poop came out the wrong side of the hose. And it was running down her hands and arms and stuff. And she looked at me, started almost crying, and she looked at me, and I'm trying not to laugh. And she goes, "What do I do?" And I said, "Well, if it was me, I would push in the black handle and close the valve." That's the first thing I would do. The second thing I would do is make sure the hose is seated correctly on the. But I mean, that's how they learn. And I wasn't trying to be a jerk, but I know how my wife is, and if I try and tell her what to do, it's going to be World War III, and I'm just not going to do it. She'll learn. I won't let her get hurt. She washed her hands. It was okay.
I mean,
we had to watch out the whole, area. But we learned.
If the tank gets clogged, what do you do? Call someone, or do you watch one of my videos that unclogs tanks?
I watched your video, and we bought a hose the first time we were up at Paso Robles, and the tank clogged really bad. This is when we had the poop volcano. The tank clogged super bad, and I went out to Walmart, and I bought a hose, and I bought a little thing. So I cut a hole in the cheap hose, and I ran it up, and I got most of the clog out, so that worked. But I decided to flush it from the top. Wasn't a good idea.
You had a volcano on your hands.
I did. There was poop on the ceiling.
Oh. I never knew how much I got into poop, but
it's just a thing with RVs, man. You're gonna play with poop, but there was poop on the ceiling and all over me, and my wife was laughing her ass off. So she was laughing at me with poop, but you know what I'm saying. So I mean, as they say in the Marine Corps, payback's a medevac. So So
Hey,
it's
do you wear
kind of what
gloves when you
happened.
handle your poop in an RV?
Huh?
Do you wear gloves when you do the
Absolutely.
black tank?
Yeah, absolutely. I saw you not wearing gloves when you did yours, and I was saying, Ross, where's your gloves? And then I read the comment and went, yeah, I'm not the only one that caught that.
I don't think I've worn gloves in 4 years of full timing.
So when I drive the RV out and park in your front yard, I will let you do the black tank without gloves, and then I'm going to hand you an apple and see if you eat it.
Well, I need the germs because I don't get out much.
Well,
I mean, I really do. You'd be helping me out.
Probably would. Did we lose people after the poop talk? I think we're down to 5. I don't know how many people we have.
We're down to 6.
We're down to 6. I got 5. We must have lost somebody.
It was the poop.
It was the poop. We let the poop run.
they got scared. They smelled the vision through the TV, through the computer.
Is anybody like, okay, so the 5 people that we have, are you enjoying this, or is just this not worth watching? I mean, we didn't expect
guys.
We didn't expect.
We got 7 people watching now, Drew.
We do.
Get excited.
Boing.
But the thing is
it's just,
the real
I'm not
thing
right.
RVs, tiny home or an RV. I'd pick a small home. See, there's tiny homes, there's RV. I would pick a small home like we did, and then expand onto that after. Tiny homes are good, but don't put 50, 60,000 into a tiny home because you're not going to get your money back.
Absolutely. Now, does tiny homes come with sewer, or do you have the black tank?
Tiny homes. Well, that's the thing. You're responsible for all that stuff. You got to put a tiny home on your land. You got to get a septic tank. You got to get the city water. That's your deal. You're not just going to pull a tiny home into an RV park. I don't think that's going to fly too well.
Well, they have them on wheels. I mean, you would look like
the
Clamp.
They want to tax the tiny homes now.
Yeah, they do. Well, I mean, I could see you pulling into an RV park in a tiny home. You look like the Clampets.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of it. Let's try to put ourselves in shoes of the average person like us. And when we're average person and we don't want huge payments, right? And say if we want to live mortgage free,
right?
Let's just say, okay,
right.
Now, not everybody wants to do that, but some people do, and they want to live mortgage free. Would you think it'd be smart to buy like a trailer right away, RV, or see, a lot of people don't own a truck, so they can't just go out and buy a fifth wheel because a truck's so expensive.
Yeah, they are. I mean,
maybe they could buy a travel trailer. That might be smart.
Well, they could buy the world's most innovative travel trailer.
That's right. Just type that into search on the Dupres, the world's most innovative pop-up camper, and check it out.
Yeah, and that kid is not my kid. I'm telling everybody right now, all 350 comments, that is not my kid. That's my voice, but that's not my kid. And I do not look like Seth Rogen. That was the other comment. I wish I was Seth Rogen.
I think that video got like 200,000 hits so far.
It was 216,000, and that was my very first interview I ever did, and I gave it to you to upload to your channel.
Yep.
Yeah, because we were talking. Yeah, we were talking when I was at the show over there, and I was eating a $20 corn dog or whatever the hell. Remember, you were laughing at me.
$20 dog. Everything's so expensive in California.
It's stupid.
You buy some pack of cigarettes, it's like $30.
It is.
It's like,
do you remember that when I called you up and I'm like, I'm having a $20 corn dog and a $10 thing of chili cheese fries, damn it.
So let's get California is expensive, we know it. I'm in North Carolina, guys, you know who I am, good praise. Heather's in bed.
Streaming.
I'm with Drew here. And you know what? Tell him how much you just spent going on a little vacation to the Mary.
The Queen Mary?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably I don't know what. I spent $1,500 to $2,000, I think I dropped that weekend.
How much was the dinner?
Which one? They're average. So if you go, I mean, it is what it is, right? So if you go to the Queen Mary, because everything is relevant, right? So it's just, it sounds like a lot of money, but it's kind of what geographical area you live in. So I think what I spent what was $400 for 2 nights in the room. Ghosts were extra.
Yeah, the ghosts were extra,
yeah.
but the ghosts were good. That was the good part.
Yeah, that was, and I still have more of that. I'm wondering if I should make. I mean, I have like I don't know what 8 hours of footage. You know, I was wondering if I should do more.
Nurse Charles likes the ghost.
She does. So I mean, what was it like $400 for 2 nights? But we got a suite, so we got like a 2-bedroom kind of deal. And then every meal, breakfast, lunch, is what like $100 for 4 people, which it's not that bad. And dinner was what almost $400 for dinner, Ross, wasn't it? About so dinner, 1 night dinner was as much as the hotel room for 2 nights.
So you're saying
we did have a good dinner.
2 kids and 2 adults, $100 is okay for breakfast.
Yeah, but that's average out here. You're spending if I go take the family out for a lunch or something, you're spending $70, $60-$70 on dinner or lunch or whatever. I mean, that's average, and that's not a great. I mean, it's an okay meal. You know.
Jeez Louise, I would have a stroke.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's relative to where we live in our area. I mean, as how much money we make.
Yeah, you're right.
We're making, we make some, but
But with California, the jobs are there,
Well, it depends because the middle class is leaving California because we're getting taxed to death.
Yeah,
but I mean that's that's something else. I don't want to go into that, but it is what it is. I can tell you I've never taken my family and stuff to a fancy dinner like that. And my daughter was sitting there, and the waiter comes by, and he grabs her napkin. And she's thinking to herself, well, I'm going to need that. And he unfolds it and sticks it in her lap because she's never experienced that before. And
that's funny.
I was laughing. That was the Clampetts went out to dinner.
You knew what he was doing, though, right?
Oh, I knew what he's doing. Yeah, because I've had dinners like that before. But
my
kids have never experienced that. Yeah, but I'm not like that though. We don't go out and flaunt all that stuff and do that. It's not. We're happy with. I mean, look at me, dude. I'm happy with a cheeseburger and fries. Well, actually, 4 or 5 cheeseburgers and fries.
4 or 5 cheeseburgers.
Mario just chimed in. He said, "Tiny house. Every place around here is based on a lot lease, like a trailer park. So I guess they are like trailer park. I've never stayed in one. Average person waits in a little cabin about 1,500 square feet, 1 bath. Well, that's pretty big, Jesse James. That's not 1,500 square foot's a big house. That's bigger than my condo. Yeah. My condo's 1,200 square feet.
Bigger than this place.
I mean that's
1,200 square feet's perfect.
It's a little tight in here with the Great Dane. Yeah, I mean, we got extra size. We got extra. Well, I'm an extra large person, so we put an extra large dog in here. It only makes sense. That way, I look smaller when I walk it down the street.
Down the street. You gotta pair it up, right?
It's
match it up.
It's like fine wine. What would you like, fish or steak?
Yeah, you don't want to look funny.
Right, because I would look really stupid with a Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Right. That's not going to happen. Is everybody enjoying this? I mean, I'm seeing the chat and stuff coming through, but Ross and I are really thinking seriously about doing this on a Saturday pre-evening or evening, whatever you want to call it. Big Bang Theory,
I think it'd
right?
be good because I think tiny homes and RVs are the biggest topic going right now for real estate.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think that you have a lot of knowledge in the RV stuff. I mean, you guys did it full time. And I still watch your old stuff. I loved it when you were screaming, get in the semi-truck. We got to go now, Fred. We got to go now. And the rain's coming down sideways. Yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great video.
That was pretty much, that was, yeah. 2 tiny homes. 2 tiny home videos we got on the site. I got to delete one. Well, I'll delete it after.
I show 5 of us on here. Huh?
Yeah, 7. I got. Oh, you can see the real stream number on your end, can't you?
No, mine shows 5. My phone hates me. But you know what? You know what I did do is I wrote this on the back of my phone. So that way, when I videotape people, they know what I'm doing. I
Okay.
get looks. I really do. They look at me like, and I just, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know. I do know that. See, here's the thing. A lot of people, when they buy an RV, Drew. Did I lose you?
No, I'm right here. I'm just. Sometimes I don't move.
When we buy an when we buy an RV,
I don't want to burn calories.
A lot of people have to have payments on an RV. So you
Absolutely.
got lot rent, you park your RV, then you got payments on your RV. So is that worth doing both or just rent an apartment?
I've never been a big apartment person. I mean, I understand them. I've never really. I just think it's, at least with a tiny home, you have equity. Apartment, what do you have? You got a place to stay.
You're giving all your money away, 100%.
Well, you got a place to stay. I mean, you're trading money for a roof over your head, and I get that. And not a lot of people can afford housing, and not a lot of people can afford RVs. But I mean, if you could do one or the other, that's the way to go. I mean, at least you have some tangible equity that you could turn around and maybe trade up for a better situation. I mean, when I first started out on my own, my daughter, for my divorce, I had 2 quarters to rub together, and I bought her a bed, and I slept on the floor for months. We didn't even have a refrigerator. I used to walk down to the grocery store and get milk for her and put it in a little Coleman ice chest so she would have milk to drink. I did that twice a day. Yeah, it was rough. But you do what you got to do.
But for me,
and that's and finally we built up. I went to college, and we built something for ourselves.
If you have let's put it this way. If you have a family, probably best bet to rent an apartment. If you just you, then maybe an RV. See, if I went back and it was just me before, I'd probably just live in an RV because I can get an RV for a couple $1,000 a junker, put it in a lot, pay way less rent, and I'd be fine with that because I'd be saving money.
Yeah, but I got a good friend of mine got a divorce, and he went out and bought a used Class A bunkhouse model for his 2 kids, and he's pulling in here because California is so expensive. I think he's paying up in the mountains $1,000 a month, and his RV's paid for. Wow. So $1,000 a month that's not bad, and he's with the kids. And the nice thing about, here's the deal, dude. Everybody's so, in my opinion, and who the hell am I, right? But I think everybody's so disattached now with phones, and everything else, that the RV and camping and that kind of lifestyle kind of tends to bring everybody together, and everybody kind of works for the same goal, and it's just it's different. That's why I take my family out RVing as much as I can, and I try and film all the parks and everything for everybody on my channel. But I think it brings everybody together, and it just gets that value, that old value of the cell phones aren't there. We got to put it down, and now we actually got to talk to each other. Or we got to play, like we were stuck in the RV over the weekend at Bolsa Chica, and we played Jenga. Even Cleo the Great Dane got into it. And it was fun. What we did with Gabby, just for fun, it was cheap. We got marshmallows, and we got some pasta, and we just put the spaghetti into the marshmallows, and we built stuff. People don't do that stuff anymore.
No, they don't.
And Pinterest unbanned me, so I can go back into Pinterest and learn all that cool stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's
we're getting
camping's really good. We want to get like a Class B. Heather wants a Class C. I want a Class B RV. But right now we still got to finish the siding on here, bushes up front. So it's a long process.
Okay, hey, we got some people coming in here now. We're actually starting to get some traction. Tiny Homes. That fad is done, I think. That's Jesse James, Homestead. And Jones, N2 Travel. Hey, man, how you guys doing? Your channel's coming along really good. Awesome. Keep going. Keep plugging. You get a good channel. If people on here haven't checked them out, go check them out. I'm not afraid to tell people, hey, go check them out. They're working hard, right? They're putting up the videos. You put up a video today. I saw that. Jones N2 Travel. He put up.
Oh, really?
He put up a video today about poop. He said he was covered in poop. So go check out his covered in poop video. It takes a lot to make a video.
Yeah.
You know that. I mean, it's hours and hours, right? You film for 8 hours, you edit for 4 hours, and you come up with a 3-minute video. It's great.
Yeah, sometimes 2 minutes.
And then people watch like 1 minute and 35 seconds, and then they comment.
And you don't get paid crap for it.
Yeah, but it's okay because it's fun. Whatever. And then NorCal Dave. Hey, there's a Cali guy. No, the fad is real. Oh, so we're having a discussion in here. I like tiny houses with 10-car garages. Porky, that's awesome.
Tiny houses.
Oh, that's great. And then NorCal Dave goes, garages are important. And then he puts LOL, which means lots of love. That's what my wife's grandmother thought. That was, the RV, the American Dream tiny house or RV real? Come on, to start with, maybe? Hi, Porky. I don't know if he's talking to me or the guy above him.
Well, Porky watches us a lot.
Porky's cool, man. So am I.
Yeah.
Who's on first? You're up late, Ross. That's because I'm keeping him up. This was not supposed to happen tonight. This was just a test of what we're really going to do tomorrow. So this whole thing is just a stream test that went live.
Yeah, we just figured we'd test it out.
Yawning. LOL. I'm just catching up on the text, man. Do it.
Yeah. But I think overall,
Jesse James said you could buy a house in Detroit for $1. Probably sell it for $1.50.
You can buy a house in Detroit for $1. There you go. I'm guessing that RVing and tiny house. I mean, if someone wants to get ahead and doesn't want to have a mortgage or wants to get out of their mortgage, start that because the market's high. Get a piece of land where you really, really want to stay. Find the land, because if you can even do payments on land, once you get your land, you can spend 20 years and build stuff. If it takes forever, who cares, right?
Just make sure you can put an RV on it. Yeah, or a tiny house.
Put an RV on land like we did and start building stuff,
Let's see. Let's get back to the group. I mean, we're actually. It shows 5 people, but we must have really 5 dedicated people in here. I have no idea. You can buy a house in Detroit for $1. We went over that. Class B is cool. I have a whole review on Class Bs on my channel when we went to the Pomona RV show, and I blew out my knee because I'm fat, walking up and down the steps. It was awesome. But it was on a gimbal, so you never knew. Hey, we're getting there. Thanks, man, for the plug. Yeah, I understand, dude. I'm a small YouTube channel. I'm a very small YouTube channel that's been around for a very long time, and I finally got off my duffus and started posting videos. But it's hard to grow. It is. I mean, this gentleman over here wearing the City shirt, he's kicked some butt. He's done a great job. Good job, Ross. Whatever. I haven't been drinking, I promise. Mario, I want to see a garbage disposal poop grinder pump episode. Well, Ross had one of those. Didn't you have one of those?
Yeah. Just look in the channel.
Yeah, the big green hose.
You'll find a couple. Just type in poop. You'll find some poop videos on our channel.
I still think the best episode with you and Heather was when you were wearing the toilet paper on your head and you were explaining all the different toilet paper to people.
Oh, that's right.
That was probably the best episode, in my opinion. I laughed the hardest during that whole episode. That was great.
Maybe I should.
You can just share that again.
I don't share that video much. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to share it.
That's a great video. I thought it was informative and it was funny.
Yeah.
Porky says, "Thanks, guys, flexing his muscle." Jones N2 Travel, but it's in Detroit. Yeah, but it's close to Ohio, where my wife is from, and you can go get Tony Pacos. From MASH, that place really does exist. Paco pickles, Paco sauce.
Yeah.
Trust me, I weigh a lot. I know what to eat. Ross, wake up. You're killing me.
It's like it's coming up 11, 12 here. What time is it over there in California?
It's 8:11.
Wow. You got a lot of energy for 8 o'clock at night.
I'm talking with Ross, the boss.
Learn from the best or lose like the rest.
It's what it is, man. The tree killer himself. The stump grinder, man. Dude, I wish we knew why we were going live. I'd wear something other than this rundown Beatles shirt. Jesus. I'm self-conscious.
I feel like a slob. But, I really want to I need a tractor.
You do?
I mean, I'm killing my back, getting hernias. I need a tractor.
So what you do is you tie Bulldozer Man up, and you just take his bulldozer.
Yeah, that's almost too big. I can't do much work with that. It's too big.
I could do a lot of work with that.
Yeah, but that thing is like trashes your lawn and grass. And
well, I didn't say it would be good work.
Yeah, that's true.
You want a hole? I'll make you a hole. How big you want your hole?
That's right.
You want a path? We're going to make you a path.
It's hard to, when you're doing a lot of yard work around here and stuff, I mean, like planning stuff out, it's hard to plan stuff out, like where your septic tank's going. Now you can't drive your truck over septic tank. Like I can't drive over a lot of this areas of land because there's big drain fields. And they're too high. It's like, the planning is really hard to do on land,
Yeah, it's almost like you got to get a professional to go out and do all the layouts and stuff. And you were doing that, I think, right?
No, I mean, I've been here so long. I've looked at so many, like this can go here. I've done it so long that I kind of know where I want everything now. But it took a little while,
Yeah, no. It's a lot of work, man. You've come a long way with that. I mean, when you first bought that house, I was scratching my head going, okay. And you saw something. You had a vision. It was from above. And you built your house.
This is the bar. I got to hang this granite bar. I got some brackets coming in. But we're just, it's all right for now. I mean, I just wish it was a little bit bigger.
Hey, man, look, it's yours, right?
Yeah. We don't have big payments. We have no payments, so that's good.
That's it. Now, if you don't buy an RV, you're going to have 15,000 subscribers come and chase you around your neighborhood.
I know. What am I going to do?
I would buy an RV.
Well, if they come here, I'll just put them into work. I got a lot of blogs to move.
We got some work. You want me to read comments, or what do you want me to do?
Read the comments. Those are good. That'll work.
Jesse James Homestead. You can live in California in a tent on the sidewalk for free, and that is absolutely true. And they will come and clean up all your waste once a week and give you money to live on the tent.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah. And you can live next to your neighbors who talk, whatever. I have 2 tractors, Jesse James says.
Tell him I need one.
Can you send one to Ross? UPS. Not COD. Get a, I can't read that. Get a Kubotai. God bless you. Buy a John Deere 220 wheel loader. This is all country stuff, guys. I'm in a city. That's the country guy. I don't know this tractor shit.
I don't even know what the what tractor John. I know what a John Deere is.
It's $2,000 to $3,000. Whatever. It does some kind of loading and a backhoe. I don't know if that's a lady you get on the side of the road as a backhoe, or if that's what this thing does.
Loader is a loader on a tractor, just a bucket, and a backhoe is a whole machine, a whole separate machine.
All right.
But a backhoe, I don't know. A backhoe is very. You can do anything with a backhoe.
I bet you could.
See, he's thinking of a different kind of backhoe. He's thinking of
usually we get arrested for that.
In the country, I'm thinking of a real backhoe that digs. He's thinking of a girl out back.
Did you see that backhoe? Yes, I did. Is this something you guys want to see every Friday night with Ross and I, or is this are we entertaining everybody here? Or are you getting your dollars worth?
Yeah, I mean they're getting their dollars worth. We won't keep our we won't wear bummy shirts next time. That's all.
Yeah, I promise, and I'll try and look like Seth Rogen. Wait, I can't.
Yeah.
Everything's backwards. I'm dyslexic. Yeah. I have more noof. At least I spelled Bob right.
What's that race car driver I look like? I'll wear a race shirt tomorrow. What's that guy's name?
Ricky Bobby?
Not Elliot. No, Elliot. Not Elliot. The guy that owns all the cars for GoDaddy, he owns their car.
That's a girl. That's Danica Patrick.
Yeah, but the owner of that car.
You don't look like Danica Patrick. I wish you looked like Danica
but
Patrick.
She doesn't own
this
the
chat
car.
would be a lot different.
But he owns the car, the race car driver. Like, she doesn't own the car. He owns the car. He owns the company. What the heck is it called?
I don't know. I don't know. Now I'm thinking about Danica Patrick. Thanks.
Do I look like her?
No, you look like Ricky Bobby.
Wait a minute.
You know who Ricky Bobby is? If you ain't first, you're last.
What the heck is his name?
Ricky Bobby. I don't know who. I don't watch NASCAR. That's Eric from Pneumatic Fanatic.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, he's a NASCAR.
Do you watch
guy.
him? Do you watch him?
Yeah, I do. I watch Eric. I watch Living Free. I watch Eric. I watch Jones N2 Travel. I watch the Wayward Wags. They're coming up really good. They just hit over a little bit over 1,000 subscribers, and I really like them. They're coming up good, even though he's in the Army. But or he was in the Army. I like him. He's a good channel. And then Suits Travels. That's a very small YouTube channel, 92 subscribers. But I tell you what, if you like what Ross is doing, you're going to like their channel because he's got a big toter truck. And he's kind of crazy because he drives a little smart car on the back of his toter and pulls his fifth wheel around. So he's pretty much kind of like what the Dupreys were a long time ago. He's just starting out. So if you can go over and show him some love, give him some subs, I'm sure he would really appreciate that. It's a good channel. They work real hard on it, and they put out some good content. I like them. But, you know, who am I? I'm, Papa Drew's Family RV channel. I'm nobody. I'm just a guy who's afraid to get in front of the camera.
Don't sound like it.
I am. I'm very shy. I'm just having a conversation with you on a Skype call. That's all I'm doing.
Drew is taking his time away from his family to do a live video call and talk about tiny homes and RVs.
There's nobody here.
Oh.
That's why it's so quiet. Because when they come through that front door, it's going to be louder.
What about the family, the Cleo?
She's sleeping on the couch, man. That Great Dane she just likes to sleep all day. She slept all day. She got up. She ran around, and she went back to sleep. It's the best dog I've ever owned.
Did you eat your dinner yet?
I haven't eaten anything. I ate a lot of snacks at work.
Oh.
I got free wine at work. That was kind of cool. Then the guy's wife had a stroke. That's a true story.
Oh.
Yeah, I have more ambulances. The bomb squad this week, ambulances. Guy got shot down the street. I work in a rough neighborhood, man. We're down in the hood.
You're in the hood.
We are in the hood. So we got some more chat coming through, and it says, yes, very informational here. I'll watch again next time. Thumbs up. Sweet. Thank you. Mark C. Jones to Travel. Yep, next Friday. We're not doing it on Fridays. We're doing it on Saturdays. It's going to be Saturday pre-evening or evening on the stream here. And that's when Ross, right? That's when you want to do it with Heather and stuff? Well, wait. That's when you and Heather are going to be on?
Yeah, probably. Probably get Heather going, too.
I need to rephrase. Excuse me. I need to rephrase how I put stuff. So, yeah, we're going to do this every Saturday, I think. If we get good at it.
50 subscribers today. Can you believe that?
Huh?
50 subscribers.
You got 50?
Actually, almost 60.
Dude, sweet. I got 2.
Well, 55.
I got 2 subscribers, and I'm happy for every single one of them. Thank you. I really
That's
appreciate it.
Not bad.
I'm happy with my 2 subscribers, man. Hey, that's great. I'm happy when I get them, I thank each and every one of them for watching me. Jesus. They should all have medals. They put up with me and watch me, Am I boring over voice? I gained 2 and lost. Oh, you gained 2 and lost 2. Yeah, but they're gonna come. Jones N2 Travel. Don't give up. Okay. The key to YouTube is you just can't give up. You got to keep making content and keep pushing ahead. And it's hard. It's a long way to travel, and it's really hard. And if you stay with it and you believe in yourself and you have fun, you got to have fun with what you do. If you don't have fun doing this, then you're in the wrong business. So you're going to get some, you're going to lose some, you'll get some more. Eventually, the numbers will play out and you'll get your subscribers. It'll happen. Just keep making your content. You do a good job.
Yeah. It's the content. Content is the king.
It is. And I have no content.
I don't either.
You only have 1,000 videos?
Something like that, but most of them suck.
I think you're doing something right. I'm Mr. Nobody. Look at me talking. Keep trying. Keep trying. You're the one with 15,000 subs.
I think my 15,000 subs going to bed.
Yeah, you getting tired?
Yeah.
We got to do this tomorrow for like 6 hours.
You can keep talking if you want.
About what? Well, you're leaving. I mean, it's...
You just have to answer questions.
Nobody wants this. You'll leave. Everybody will go with you.
The whole 10 people will go, ooh.
I'll be here talking to myself. Hi.
Yeah.
Do that anyway.
So all right. Well, let's wrap it up today. We can get on tomorrow.
We can. What do you think, Ross? Do you like this?
Yeah, I like this. I think it's a bit better if Heather and I were dressed up in nice clothes and we were more of a professional thing.
Tomorrow I'm going to wear a sleeveless shirt, so we'll go evening wear, formal.
I wear a cowboy hat with a piece of straw in my mouth.
There you go. I'll wear sleeveless and I'll put on my my bar hat.
Yeah, make sure it's red.
No, I won't. No, yeah, I won't do that.
Make sure it's a red hat.
88% clickbait.
Yeah.
Well, we did talk about stuff. I don't know how that's clickbait.
That's all we did is talk about tiny homes and RVs the whole time.
How is that clickbait?
I don't know.
And what is clickbait? Is that something I use to go catch fish?
I think so. I think it's what you put on a fishing pole.
Okay.
It's called bait.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Mario, I'm sorry we disappointed you with the 88% clickbait. We apologize. We tried to answer your questions. We didn't even plan to go live today. This is improv. We're winging it. You couldn't tell.
Yeah, exactly.
We're professionals. Yeah. At what? I have no idea.
Yeah. All right, Juicer, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, man.
Text me anytime. And hey, everybody, have a good night, everybody, if you can hear me over here way out in the woods.
And what do you say when you end your video?
Like us and share us. You know you find us funny.
Yeah. And this is Papa Drew, and I'm out.
See you guys.
See ya. Peace.